Hey, what's up guys? Got another new video here for you. This is Bars Unlimited, back with another video. My name's Bryson, this is my brother Bennett here, and today we've got another reaction coming at you. We're back. If you guys need or want an update on what's going on with the channel, make sure you check out update video number 3, so you guys can see all of what's going on and everything. So make sure you go check that out. But in the meantime, we've got Bennett here for another video, and we've got Russ, Congrats Freestyle. I have heard this song before, and Bennett has heard about 30 seconds of it. And and we listened to it, and we were like, hey, this would be an awesome song to react to. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. I know Russ is pretty good. I'm not the hugest listener of his music ever, but I have heard quite a few songs that I really like. And MVP and some of these songs I just really enjoy. And he's got some good ones for sure.
Yeah.
And I know Bennett likes listening to Russ as well, so that's always a positive as well. What about you, Bennett? What ones do you like?
I would say my favorite Russ song right now is probably "Do It Myself." That one just comes the most hard for me, I think.
Yeah.
I like the beat and just the way his delivery on it is really cool. He does a good job.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, we're getting into Russ, Congrats Freestyle. We listened to some of it the other day, but we wanted to save it and do it for a reaction, and so we decided to go ahead and do this. So anyways, here we go. Russ, Congrats Freestyle.
Yeah, the more beef, then the less bread. Quiet women get the best head. Rappers doing dope, went from trying to be like Hov, now they'd rather rock and roll and be like Led Zeppelin. Insanity the way I shot the game. Mama hopping out the Bentley, sister hopping out the range. Stop the blame for my entourage, stop dropping names. You gon' stop getting dropped and Molly wop out of gang. Do your thing, just keep me out of it. My money does gymnastics, man. I'm trying to make some house and flip. The sound of shit hitting the fan turns me on, cause I've been addicted to chaos since early on. I'm surely gone off the
That's nasty right there, dude. He's like, the sound of shit hitting the fan turns me on. He's like, I like it when stuff goes sideways, man. I want the smoke.
Right.
Like those guys from WWE, Montez Ford and the other guy. I can't remember their name. Oh, Street Profits. Street Profits. We want the smoke.
The hardest line, you gotta give it to the quiet woman getting best head.
Yeah, to start out with that too.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
But
really, that's
so far, if you're a fan of flows, this is definitely a song to listen to. He's not really taking any big breaths at all. It's just continuous. He's like da 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 da. He doesn't stop rapping.
Yeah.
Or even take really any breaks.
It's impressive.
Constant. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's impressive. I'm a big fan of his flow on this track. I also like the line that he said up top, something about the more beef means less bread. That's kind of a play on words because obviously, beef and bread is a food. But when you look at the words individually, he's referring to beef as in like when you got a problem with somebody, and then bread as in money. So, I think basically what he's saying there is, if you get involved in the wrong people, with the wrong people, it could affect your income. And if you start, putting yourself in situations you shouldn't be in, whether it be with another individual or another group of people or whatever, it could start to affect your money, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So just a fire line, really. So
yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Addicted to chaos since early on, I'm surely gone off the ledge a couple times by now. Pandemic hit, rappers selling sex right now. I don't gangbang, but trust me, bro, I'm set right now. Real bosses don't need to chase a check right now. It's for the best right now. Then you go broke so you can wake up. You struggling, your label headed somewhere in Jamaica, eating jerk chicken, drinking Appleton rum. Fix your mind state, that's when all the capital comes. Fake titties feel like rocks, I like the natural ones. I like a girl who gives me head without me asking for some. Ready to step up to the plate and take initiative. Peace of mind, the only thing that's on my Christmas list. Business is booming, booming. I ain't stutter, my career ain't reached its climax yet. I ain't Usher, I'm not your brother cause we took a pic. You must be hiding with Snoop.
Damn, that was a fire line. I caught that one. He said, my career ain't reached its climax yet. I ain't Usher. Usher had that song, Climax.
Yeah.
He said something about when the money hits, that's when all the capital come, or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a fire line. He said something about rappers are selling sex right now, but bosses don't need to chase a check right now. Real bosses don't need to chase a check right now. I'm set. That was pretty cool. He's saying like when you got it coming in and you've worked the game like he has, he's making money on
even when he's not
necessarily
making music.
Yeah, even when he's not making music, he's making money. So he doesn't need to worry about making his making a new single or getting a bunch of sexy girls or something in the videos.
I mean, not only that, but even if he wants to make like a single or something, I mean, he produces his own stuff. So he doesn't really necessarily have to have anybody else involved for him to do it. So he can do work on his own time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the other thing too, is a lot of people, they got to pay royalties for different things. Like the beat, you got to pay the beat maker a certain amount per record sales, and then, streams or record sales or whatever. And you usually got to pay your record owner or your label, but he's his own. Yeah, he's independent.
Yeah.
So he's making money no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah.
So that was really dope. And I was a big fan of that. Those are some cold lines in there. Those are some cold lines in there for sure. So
this I mean, one thing I forgot to mention is the beat on this is I find myself just sitting here bobbing my head the whole time because it's just easy to
yeah.
Like,
dude, I tell you, this is one of those ones that you play in the whip, like me and Jake always talk about, and you just like are driving along, listen to it, and it's just a cool jam, dude. It really is. Like the way he's rapping on it, and just the beat itself and everything, and the combination of the two, it just sounds great. It really does. It just sounds great. So, anyway, let's keep it going.
Max, yeah, I ain't Usher, I'm not your brother cause we took a pic. You must be hiding with Snoop handing me kush to hit. Shush your bitch swiftly, shh, it's me. I could teach you how to be a player, Chris Brickley. Pick me ass bitches on the timeline, making Alfredo. Posting quotes they don't live by, thinking they Play-Doh. Y'all ain't fooling anyone except the dumb ones. Whole game is Wayne Drake, Future, Young Thug sons. I just skip.
Oh, hold on a minute. Run that back, dude. That whole thing right there was crazy. Hold on.
With Snoop handing me kush to hit. Shush your bitch swiftly. Shh, it's me. I could teach you how to be a player, Chris Brickley. Pick me ass bitches on the timeline, making Alfredo. Posting quotes they don't live by, thinking they Play-Doh. Y'all ain't.
First of all, he said these women are posting things on their timeline, posting quotes they don't live by, thinking they Play-Doh or something or other. Geez.
Well, he said something about Alfredo first. And
Yeah.
Then it went into the Play-Doh line.
Yeah. Well, he said something about Alfredo. I wasn't sure on the reference on that one, but
Yeah, I mean,
dude, that was crazy though. He said, posting quotes you don't live by, thinking they Play-Doh. Dude, and the other thing about Play-Doh is, too, I think the Play-Doh line, I think he might be referring to, you know, how all these, like, women especially get, like, all these body enhancements and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like, they get, you know, a boob job or, you know, implants in their butt and stuff like that. I think he might be referring to that as well, because when you do Play-Doh, you can form the dough to however you want it. Kind of like, you know, these women, they're enhancing their faces however they want them by getting implants and injections and stuff. That was a crazy line. Then he says, what was the next part?
They don't live by thinking they Play-Doh. Y'all ain't fooling anyone except the dumb ones. Whole game is Wayne, Drake, Future, Young Thug sons.
Yeah, man. He said, the only ones you're fooling are the dumb ones. And then he said, the whole game is Wayne, Future, Drake, and Young Thug sons. So, in essence, what he's saying there is everybody in the game now is just sons of these dudes. Essentially saying everybody's just copying either Drake, Future, or Young Thug.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, if I was like Future, Young Thug, or you know
Drake,
I would be feeling pretty good after that kind of line because, I mean.
But he's right though. I mean, if you look at it, like everybody's either sounds similar to Future, or they got a little bit crazier sound and they sound like Young Thug, or they're doing the sing-song, the rapping and singing stuff like Drake.
Right. Yeah.
Or they're using auto-tune like Future.
Right.
So it's like, or in Young Thug.
Right.
So that's a crazy line, dude.
It is. It's definitely a good line.
And I mean, even though I like some of that stuff, I mean, I get what he's saying though. You know what I mean? Like, there's no real creativity anymore. Everybody sounds pretty much the same. They just put on a hot beat and, you know, they just put on a hot beat and then sound like whatever over it, and there you go.
If I had to name one that didn't sound all that similar to those three, it would be like 21 Savage or.
It's not necessarily saying that there's absolutely nobody that that sounds like it at all. It's just saying, like, on the whole, a lot of the guys sound exactly, you know, just carbon
just
copies.
Like those guys, pretty much.
Yeah, they're just carbon copies of those guys. They copy their flow or their style. Yeah. So, anyway, that whole scheme right there was crazy.
It was nice.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Skip customs, cause I took a jet. I'ma eat forever, I took equity, you took a check. Short term dope, not looking past your nose. A lot of y'all don't listen to Nipsey, and it shows. You get around a bad bitch, you quick to make a post. I could tell you didn't get pussy when you were broke. Yeah, I keep it on the low. Cause the mystique is player, I don't care about the hate shit. I was 16 with haters trying to diss me for paper and it backfire. We gon' take your diamonds, make your eyes look like sapphires. But I'm trying to chill on the violence. Well connected, pressing rappers at wireless. Why you trying to fight me? You should try to fight your stylist and management. I can't argue with people who think it's fly to buy the mannequin. Low taste, don't talk to me. Fuck a Uber, bitch, walk to me. Show me that you want it, yeah, I brag about tickets, plaques, and ownership, sue me. You brag about Moncler and Gucci. On your
Dude, that whole thing right there was crazy. He said these guys get around some fly women and they're quick to make a post, like take a picture and stuff, and he's like, I can tell you didn't get pussy when you was broke. Because they don't know how to act around these women.
Right.
Because they're not used to it, you know. Right. So that's a really funny line there. But then he also said, just like we were talking about earlier, he said I'm gonna eat forever. I took equity, you took a check. So essentially, what he's saying is, you know, what he's saying is when you take a check, you're just taking money up front. But when you take equity in something, you get money as long as that thing still exists.
Right.
So if you take equity in something, you're still making money down the line.
Correct.
As opposed to, you know, if you just take a check, you just got whatever's on the check and that's it.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, I'm still making money from things because I take equity as opposed to, you know, just getting the money up front. So that was smooth. Man, oh man, he is killing this. I mean, like I said, I've heard this song before, but it's not like I listened to it a ton. I only heard it a couple of times. And yeah, man, this is...
Well, and I'm sure you weren't catching the stuff, like the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, no, I caught a few lines, but I'm really trying to pay attention this time, and phew, craziness, man.
Yeah, I brag about tickets, plaques, and ownership, sue me. You brag about Moncler and Gucci on your body. So how come I'm the only one who gets called cocky? As if rap isn't braggadocious. At least what I brag about can get you bags instead of handing over cash to someone racist who just using y'all for black promotion. Way to stick it to the man. You really showed him by putting cash in his hand. Walked out the store, then you post him on the gram. Now your fans are his fans. The cycle repeats. Congrats. Stupid.
Yeah, that was nasty. That whole thing right there. Oops. That whole thing right there. That was nasty right there. That whole part at the end. He said something about, you know, how come I'm the only one being called braggadocious, you know, when at least, like, yeah, I might be, you know, rap is braggadocious in and of itself. You know, everybody's talking about how they're the best and, you know, they smoke weed or, you know, they've got all their shooters and can knock everyone out and stuff like that. And then he also said, at least when I'm bragging, you can learn something from it.
Right, yeah.
Because you, you can learn from the way that I have conducted myself and stuff. You can learn, you know, and move forward in your life and maybe implement some of these things and get some bread yourself. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. I love that whole part at the end. And then he also went on that whole, you know, thing talking about, you know, putting cash in this guy's hand, way to stick it to the man. You know, you really showed him by putting cash directly in his hand. And now your fans are his fans and stuff like that. I mean, that whole scheme, you know, I don't necessarily want to get into that because it's pretty self-explanatory, but, you know, crazy lines nonetheless. So anyway, that was Russ. Congrats, Freestyle. What'd you think?
Good song, good flow, good beat. I mean, and he also had a lot of good lines in it, so, you know, nothing really bad to say. I feel like Russ just kind of, when he wants to, like, flow well and, you know, when he works really hard on putting a song together, it really shows with, like, especially with something like this where you're seeing bars all over the place. I mean, when he's really trying, he can really put out some really nice music. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Russ. I think for being an independent artist, he's definitely one of the better ones out there, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no, I thought, well, obviously, you know, this song is dope, but, you know, talking about Russ in particular, though, you know, like you said, I mean, you always got to give credit to the people that, for one, produce their own stuff, and the independent artists, too, you know, because they don't have the same looks as, you know, some of these other people, and you know, a lot of times they don't get the same features and stuff either.
Right.
You know, they may not be put on by, you know, doing a song with J. Cole or something. I mean, they might not be getting those calls. So, you know, it really is something special when they're able to, you know, blow up like Russ has. And, you know, shout out to him for, you know, putting in the work to get where he's at now. And, you know, congrats. Just like the freestyle. And, you know, this song was fire, just like you said. The beat was cold. I really enjoyed it. And his flow over it was pretty nasty. And the words, the lines that he was spitting, the words and lines that he was spitting on the track were fire too. So, I mean, what is there not to like, you know? Just like you said, I mean, just a cold song. Like, I just loved it, really. This is an absolute playlist for me. Yeah. I mean, and I'll definitely be banging this one for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said before, I'd only listened to it a few times, but you know, I'll definitely be listening to it a few more times, probably just a few more times today. Matter of fact, we might bang this while we wait and figure out what song we're gonna record next. So, anyways, though, you know, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Also, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section if you, you know, caught any lines that we didn't, or if we, you know, if I misinterpreted a line or something, please, you know, leave it down in the comment section and, you know, let us know if you have any other song requests that you would like to hear from Russ or any other artists. You know, drop them down. We'll try to get to them when we can. And, you know, just keep living, keep loving, and, you know, keep pushing forward, I guess. So, you know, and we'll keep pushing out the content for you guys to enjoy. And, you know, hopefully you guys like the new changes that we're kind of making here lately. And, you know, can continue to rock with us. So, with that being said, guys, I'm Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.